Hello and welcome. This is a video for the W211 chassis and also for the CLS. There's an issue if you switch the polarity. This happened to me. If you switch the polarity of the battery, if you see the battery poles are all the same size, and it's kind of like counter. It's not very intuitive to see which side it is. If you're not paying attention, you can connect it wrong. So I'm going to tell you what happened with me and what to do if this happened to you. So once I connected the battery the opposite way, the horn was working constantly without me touching anything, and the washer pump was working in reverse and dumping the water on the street. So I disconnected it immediately, and then a lot of things kind of happened. The back lights, the tail lights, were working constantly. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what to check and what I had to change to fix the car. So the first thing I noticed is that, the third thing I noticed is that the remote control is not working. And the tail light was not working as well. So I had to change the rear SAM with the used unit, and the remote control started working, and the tail lights started working as well, or rather they were working constantly. Now they can be turned off. Next, I checked under the passenger footwell behind this panel. You can take it with 3 10mm plastic nuts, like one here and one here and one here. There are constant fuses that connects the battery from the back, the main battery cable, to the engine and the other fuse boxes in the front. So there are 150 amp fuses and 75, I can't remember exactly, but 3 fuses. I checked them for continuity and they were fine. Nothing happened to anything here. Air conditioning was not working, the fan was not working, so I had to change the what do you call that? I had to change the fan. The actual fan was working. I tested the fan outside, but the resistor was bad, so the resistor got burned. The next thing I checked is the fuse box here, and a bunch of fuses were burned, so I changed those. Some of the fuses in front SAM were also burned, so I changed those as well. Over here in the engine compartment, unfortunately, the SPC was not working. The car was in limp mode, and it didn't want to go into gear. So I had to get a new SPC pump and module. Also, the fan was not working. The fan got burned as well, so I had to change the fan. What else? Yes, and then here with the front SAM, the air conditioning was not working. I noticed that the compressor wouldn't work, so I tested everything. I tested the solenoid. I tried to kind of checked it with the scanner to see where the problem is, and it said that the lead to activate the compressor was not working, or was burnt, or there's some kind of a disconnect. So anyways, so I read on the forum that there is a capacitor in the front SAM module that gets burned, so you should check that. So then I swapped the front SAM for another used unit, and the compressor worked fine, so the air conditioning was working again. So moral of the story is, do not connect the battery ever in the wrong direction. Just take your time and look at the positive and negative. Just have a clear mind when you're doing this job. Some of the modules that didn't go bad was this module. It's a battery control box. This was fine, along with a lot of other modules. They were fine as well, and those are the modules that I mentioned are the ones that were bad. So just think twice before connecting, and if it happens, you're going to be fine. Just change the modules and go through the procedures I talked about in this video. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.